Is it all over? Guys, was it a fad? Is it all about AI now and Web3? It was a passing thing. We thought it would be cool, but we were wrong. Well, some articles seem to be saying that. So I want to read a little extract from an article here for you where the advice is not to Web3 too much. Like, don't Web3 too much. People hate Web3. Let's take a look at that, and then I am going to react to it. By the way, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Browatzke. This is the biggest Web3 gaming channel. A lot of people have made fun of me because I believe in real player ownership, and I don't care. And also, when I was 20, I turned a $20,000 investment portfolio into a seven-figure portfolio. And my goal here is to educate you guys share my thoughts on how to make money in stocks and the metaverse. So let's take a look at this article here. So gamers have been broadly skeptical of the prospects of NFTs and tokens in video games. This is true. However, I think most gamers are pretty dumb and can't look through the greed. Okay, there's been a lot of greed in this space. Way too many companies are way too greedy and have given NFTs a really bad name, but it has nothing to do with real player ownership at all. But yeah, I think what gamers are actually skeptical of is game companies trying to get more money out of them without adding more value. And I'm skeptical of that too. F off games that want to do that. Due in part to factors like fervent market speculation, wild price fluctuations, scams, and fear that publishers will simply use Web3 as an element to extract even more value from them. These fears are really unfortunate. The first companies in this space kind of suck. I'm not going to lie. But long term, I am 100% certain, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that real player ownership is the future of gaming. That's made it a challenge for both indie upstarts making NFT games and major game publishers exploring the space, and YouTubers who get shit on every time they make a video. Likewise, it's been a hurdle for streamers and content creators that have gravitated towards the crypto world, but may have trouble reaching viewers with messaging that doesn't always land well with the gaming audience. So this is really the stance that people have, especially since all the coins are like way down right now. People are just like, it was a passing fad. I'm interested in AI now. I don't care about Web3. And I think that is completely the wrong mindset to have. So now I want to share another article with you guys here. This one is from CoinDesk, and there's just a few quotes in here I want to share because I think they hit the nail on the head about why I'm still so confident in this space. So Yatsui, sorry if I don't pronounce her name right, the co-founder and CEO of Animoca Labs, said this: gaming is basically a cultural and entertainment phenomenon that is bigger than movies and music. And gamers and people who play games already have a relationship with virtual assets and items. So that's a true statement. And then we have this other quote here: gaming is the biggest industry when it comes to entertainment. So this is Yervit Gul, vice president of Polygon. It's bigger than music and movies combined. I have a question. Why is Gala wasting money on music and movies when gaming is bigger than both of them combined, and we all gave them money to develop games? I don't know. Maybe they'll answer that question someday. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll just go bankrupt. I don't know. It's impossible to know what their revenue or runway looks like because they are not transparent about any of that, even though, their coin is 100% reliant on their success. So you're kind of gambling if you own it. And there is a very clear use case here. No one is spending as much on digital assets in any other industry in gaming. So all of that said, Gala's opportunity is freaking massive. All these companies' opportunities are freaking massive if they weren't greedy, creating terrible name for NFTs and making all gamers hate this space before they've even been able to research it. But according to experts, the article continues, what's lacking in the gaming industry today is the ability for gamers to truly own their in-game items and profit alongside developers and studios. And here's the thing. We want to be able to own and profit alongside the studios. So when the CEO of Gala is telling anyone who wants an ROI to F off, well, I'll just say F off right back to you. And we already have a huge community. Billions of people who spend hundreds of billions of dollars every year on buying items that they don't truly own. And this is the sad truth right now. Already today, we are spending hundreds of billions of dollars. Anyone, you, me, if you like games, if you play games, we are spending hundreds of billions of dollars every year today and getting no ownership. I've spent like $3,000 on League of Legends skins. Can't resell any of those. Can't transfer any of those to my friends. It's really, really sad, the state of video gaming today. Gamers should be embracing real ownership, not hating on it. But I understand why they hate on it when all the companies in the space right now are just hella greedy. And don't want gamers to be able to benefit from this. They're just like, we want all the new value. It's so sad. Sue also noted that unlike other industries like music that have moved from the physical to the digital realm through streaming, gaming is a digital first culture that has had an impact on the physical world. So let's move on to here now to this next section, the offer of true ownership. So there's a lot of different ways that ownership can work, but I think that this is pretty interesting right here. There are some marketplaces on services such as Steam for players to buy and sell items from certain games, but there are price limits on Steam, so no item can be listed for more than $1,800. The $400,000 CSGO skin sale mentioned earlier wasn't done in-game, and the transaction wasn't made directly between the two parties, but rather it relied on third-party broker to set up the auction, take payments, and transfer assets. So this is the issue that we're dealing with right now on centralized exchanges. There's arbitrary limits even when you can sell stuff, and then because stuff's not on the blockchain, you have to really trust third parties to actually run stuff accurately, because it can't all happen trustlessly on the blockchain based off of contracts. And I think that that is really just going to make things so much better, because you can, in an MMO, for example, make a trade between two players instantaneously, things that have actual value. So we can go here and read about more of this stuff, but I also think the fact that like there's a $400,000 CSGO skin sale, those same gamers will say, I hate NFTs. Yet they're proving right here that they want to be able to really own stuff in their game, and they want the stuff that they have in games to have real value. So right now we really are in a bit of a rough space in Web3 gaming. Interest is way down. No one is searching for the metaverse anymore. And everyone is interested in AI right now, but I think that the interest is going to come back, and all it's going to take is the first incredible game that's going to bring all the interest, back into the space. So if we look at 12 months here of, Google Trends for Metaverse, you can see that we are down from October. We're down 74%. Actually, 84%, right? 80, 90, 100. Yeah, 84% we're down, the interest in the metaverse. 84% less searches. 84% less people looking into this. I mean, I hope companies survive. But until we get the first game that's actually fun and it's just speculation, there's a couple thousand of you guys that are going to watch this and no one else cares. So that does mean opportunity. If you do pick the right coins, the right NFTs, if you're in it when no one else cares, that's going to be really, really big for you. But I'm sure a lot of these companies, their revenue is probably down 85%, 86%. Along with the search volume. And I don't know what runways look like. And none of these companies that have these coins released are transparent about any of it. So it's a really, really scary place to be in right now. So in conclusion, there's good reasons why people hate NFTs and hate Web3 right now. But I completely reject the idea that I should pull away from Web3. No, I was the first biggest advocate for Web3 on the internet. And I'm going to stay here as the biggest advocate for Web3. But now that I'm not sponsored by anyone, and I'm so sorry for all like the years of being a sponsored content creator. Most of what I said, I still think is true, but I you can't help but be a little bit biased when you're getting paid by these companies. So staying unattached, unsponsored, and being the voice of the people is my mission from now forward. So if you want to support me in that mission, make sure you check out the Patreon that I just launched. I'm going to be making weekly exclusive videos on that Patreon, sharing every single buy and sell that I make, complete transparency and the reasoning behind all of that. So I think there's a lot of value there. So I would love to see you on the Patreon, guys. And then the next thing is I'm still 100% confident. I have actually not gotten any less confident in this bear market. I have not gotten any less confident since the views have started dropping. I have not gotten any less confident since the hate has just blown up more and more. And I've not gotten any less confident since game company after game company, mostly Gala, has just turned their back on on-chain gaming. I'm still very certain in the future of this space. However, I am a lot less certain in the which specific companies are actually going to make it through this thing. That's what I'm not sure about. So yeah, if you're subscribed to the Patreon, you'll see where my money actually is. It's where my confidence is. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick hot take on 2 recent articles published about Web3 gaming. These videos are going to start coming out daily. So make sure you're hitting thumbs up and hitting subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.